Okay, so one of the new things in 6.0 is that you cannot get on a mount when you're in the water. If you notice, I'm trying to get on it and it says you cannot use the mount here because I am standing in water. So if you're ever in a position where you have a lot of water around you but you do need to get on a mount, maybe you're running from a zerg or something, the way you can get around that is if you jump in the air first. Now it's hard for me to do because I'm on the EU, so my ping is a bit slow, so I'm going to try it a couple times. There we go. What I did is I jumped, and as I was in the air, I hit the mount thing. Now you can get off your mount, that's no problem, but getting onto it, you have to jump. And apparently because the command is issued when you're not in the water, by the time your feet land, it's already got the command for you to get your mount activated. So that's a little workaround to be able to still get on your mount even though you're in water. Now another thing with mounts, while I'm on the subject of them, is they jump, if you notice. Woohoo! And you'll also, and a lot of people who play the game probably already know this, but again, this is going to be for beginners, and this is a very helpful thing that you will use all of the time. So when you get a mount, there's a couple of things. First, to be able to sprint, when you're pushing forward, you're going to hold down R, and that'll help you sprint forward. But also what you can do is go into your key mappings by hitting O, Options, Key Mapping, and you're going to go all the way down to Controls. And what you're going to see is that to ascend or sprint, you're going to see R. But on the right-hand side, there's an alternate key, and what I have here is Alt plus Space. And basically what that does is it allows me to both jump and sprint at the same time. So when I jump normally, it looks like this. Okay? It's just a little jump. No big deal. But when I hold down Alt and Space, I jump much higher. And so if there's like something like this where I can't get up onto it, I can go like this, and I can get up onto it. So that's a nice handy little thing that you can practice with. You can use it when you're gliding. For example, do I need to go down there? Sure. So I'm going to glide and then put my wings out. And I'm rocking the jumping high and gliding situation. Now if you watch on the right hand side here, my wings are about to run out and I don't want to die. So I'm going to fall for a little bit and then put my wings out. Now I use a lot of my wings, so I'm probably going to take a little bit of damage. Yeah. But I didn't die. And the reason for that is that you can reuse your wings, provided that you have the at least a little bit left. So I'm going to go back up. I'm going to show you something you can do when you do jump. I do have another video that I'll put in the description of this one about basically how to handle falling and using a wind serum in order to renew your wing time so that you can not die when you fall. Because right now, being on the EU server, I don't know if I trust, like just there I had some lag, I don't know if I trust my ping to not get me killed. So let's see. Do I just die if I fall down there? I believe, no, I don't think I do. Okay. Whew, we are very close to the edge. Okay, so let's go up top here as high as we can. Get a nice little vantage point here. Okay, so instead of just jumping, I'm going to use Alt and Space, and I'm going to also press W to go forward. Big jump, and then I hit Space after I let go of everything else, and I'm floating around. Now if all goes well, I'm going to let go of, I'm going to hit Space and I'm going to fall. Okay? I just clicked the wind serum, and I clicked Space again. And what that did is I refilled my wings, if you look, but I also didn't die. And hey, I even did it with bad pings, so that's not too bad. When you're gliding, you use a lot less flight time than if you push. Like if I were to push down, you'll hear like a little whoosh sound. That's me using more of my wings. When you're actually actively flying, you will use more of your wings as well. So if you're ever running out of wings, you can drop like that. You can refill your wings just like I did, or you can glide a little bit and try and save your wings that way. Now when you're falling, we're going to go ahead and do another visual aid here. I'm going to sacrifice my DP for you guys because I'm going to die doing this. When you're falling, you'll notice that you have a very lovely animation that your toon will do. It's very like swan divey. It's very graceful, and but there's kind of a problem with that. Is you can die mid-air. Okay, let me just get somewhere high first. Okay, so when you're falling, and it's harder to tell in a mount, so that's why I'm doing it this way. When you're falling, you're going to fall straight down like kind of like a swan dive, and your arms will go out and you'll start to rotate a little bit. When your toon's body starts to rotate, you need to push your wings to open them. You need to start gliding or start flying. If you don't, you will fall. You will die to fall damage even though you're in midair. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, right now I'm gliding, falling, spinning, and see, I never hit the ground, but I still died. So basically what you want to do is always make sure to pop your wings out just so that you don't die from no impact. Because you know how they say it's not the fall that kills you, it's the sudden stop? Well, in Aion, the fall actually kills you. So apparently Davis can't handle the G-force of falling. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're making your descents. You want to kind of just keep a mental clock, and you'll get used to it as you get more used to falling and things like that, because the same thing will happen if you're on your mount, but this time I'm going to live because I have a little, hopefully, you kind of get the feeling of right about now. You know, when you're falling a little too much and you don't want to die, you just kind of pop your wings. And see, we did this big long fall. No damage, no death. Not bad, huh? So that's a little lesson in falling with style.